Good morning. I woke up at 8. It's now 9:15. Getting a really late start today, especially since it's supposed to storm later. And I don't want to go over this mountain in a thunderstorm. So as always, we're gonna go and see how far we get. Coming down, there's a barbed wire fence. It looks pretty in disarray. I'm not sure it's something anyone's keeping up with. This is interesting. This thing is massive. It must have been really expensive. This is almost at Sam Gap. Looks like we're going under another major road with like a little smaller road right here. There's a welcome center in 6 miles if you're on the road. Good, there's a bit of shade here. It's already feeling a bit hot out today. Not sure where we're supposed to go from here though. I see the next marker right there though. So after here, the next marker is across the road on that fence post there. And then from here, see a marker right there. I guess we're at the border with Tennessee. The trail goes back up here. And this is a big, long climb. Property boundary, National Forest. Why is it enclosed? Is this for the hogs? So last night, probably like 10 or 11, there were a couple night hikers who came by. The first one really scared me because like I saw the light and I heard them, and then they just went absolutely silent. Like I didn't even hear them walk past me, and I was like, am I about to get murdered? Like what is going on? And then I obviously didn't get murdered. I'm not against night hiking, but I feel like it would be disruptive to what little sleep schedule I do have. My headlamp still has some kind of charge on it, and I've got fresh batteries if I need them. So I could try to do that and see if I like it or if I hate it. Depending on how today goes, maybe I'll try to do that. The forecast says it's supposed to start thunderstorming around 2, so I don't think that's definitely not going to give me enough time to get up and over the bald. But I wouldn't get any views if I did night hike, so there's that to think about. It's also not nearly as hot. There's a really nice view coming down this section. That is unfortunately the bald that I am climbing. It's 4.5 miles away. Sky looks kind of iffy. I don't know anything about clouds. I would not know what a bad cloud looked like if I saw it. This is a really pretty area. I believe this yellow flower is golden ragwort. It's kind of wilty. Another little bit of a view of that road down there. It's a nice cloud cover. It kind of looks like the redbird we saw away really fast. Scarlet tanager. Taking a break at a little campsite here. There's a water source that looks pretty decent. A couple flat spots. Just look at the weather and see if the thunderstorm is still predicted for an hour from now. So it's, I think, almost 2 o'clock. I'm hearing thunder behind me now. So I think I'm gonna look for a campsite, because the top of the mountain is still 2.5 miles away. I don't think I can race a thunderstorm. But I passed one a little bit ago, and I wish I heard the thunder when I was down there, because I would have just probably set up, waited it out. Because I don't know how long it's supposed to last. But there was water there, so if I had to stay the night, it'd be okay. That's a trail. There's a kind of unused trail up here, except there's a house up there, and I'm not sure if I want to be that close to a house. But also, it's looking a little dark out now. I don't really want to get struck by lightning. So I am set up like just off the trail. Couldn't find a campsite, and the thunder is getting louder. It didn't look like there were any sketchy trees over here, but could have missed something. Hopefully not. Right now the storm's kind of going around my immediate location, so I'm wondering if we'll actually get any of the bad rain, but I don't want to be out walking in it, because at this point the only place to go is up. I don't want to be any closer to the lightning than I already am. Depending on how long it lasts, I might keep going, but I'm gonna have to wait and see about that. So it is 3 o'clock. Somehow I managed to lose my stake bag while I was setting up. It has 2 stakes in it still, so hopefully it's on the ground somewhere. I've gone 6.7 miles today, which is 2.8 miles from where I was hoping to get to, but of course with the storm, don't want to mess around with that. So I'm set up in my hammock. I think the only real danger is if I get struck directly by lightning, because I'm off the ground. As you can hear, it's raining, there's thunder. The forecast looks like it won't clear up anytime soon, but I'm hoping it does, because I would still like to get to the big bulge shelter. But if not, this will be the end, and that'll be fine. It is 6 o'clock now. The rain and thunder has stopped and moved on. I'm just gonna go up and over to the shelter. I don't think I really want to go too much farther than that today, even though I probably can. I think this is like 3 miles or something. In the last clip I probably said it. And I did find my stake bag. It was shoved in a random pocket, which is where I put things when I want to find them again. The top of Big Bald is 0.7 away. I like how everything feels after it rains. It's kind of very calm. 0.6 from the top is the AT alternate, which goes that way. This path goes this way. There's like 500 feet of elevation, which is great. It's really not that bad because it doesn't last that long, but it's just, it's slow moving. There's been a ton of chipmunks out the past couple days. They're all over the place. Before, when I said 500 feet of elevation wasn't that bad, I was trying to convince myself it wasn't, and it's not working. There's like kind of a view through the trees. I think this top of the mountain is going to be really nice. We have to be getting close to the top. We're at the bald part. Not quite at the top yet, but this is a great view. Big Bald, elevation 5516 feet. This almost rivals Max Patch. I almost want to keep hiking because it's 7:15 right now, so the sun's gonna set in basically an hour. And I took that 3-hour downtime, so I could keep going possibly. I think it's mostly downhill after this. Oh, that's so close to my face. It's so pretty up here. Look at this. I'm gonna hike the 1.5 miles to the shelter and then probably make the decision there, because I was stopped for 3 hours and it's not going to be hot at night, and I do want a night hike. I don't know if I want to do it tonight. That's Big Bald. I can only imagine this little one is called Little Bald. I have an argument against night hiking. This mud is very slippery. And of course the trainer ahead might not be mud, but it might be mud. This is the turnoff for the shelter. I've done not quite 10 miles because I was a little past Hogback Ridge shelter. But I think I'm going to go down. I'm pretty sure I need water. I doubt I'll make it to No Business Knob shelter, but I can get a little more ahead. Last night I got to the shelter. They were doing a stretching circle. They were like, you should eat before you keep going. Then it got chilly and then I didn't want to go anymore, so I think the mileage is 9.5 for yesterday, which isn't too bad. A little short of the 10, but hopefully I can make it up today or tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.